right now. And what's the real? Your boy Suge marrying Knight. It's as real as it get. And I'm gonna tell you just like this: Suge need to address these lies that's told by Eminem. Akon need to speak up about what really happened with him and Suge, why Suge was on his head for real, and tell the full details about what happened with them two girls. But I know that's something he don't want to get into. But I didn't say anything. But this Eminem lie that they keep telling, that Yayo went on there and told this story, these are lies, people. Lies. These exaggerations of the truth. Should pull it up. And Eminem was out there like, I don't give a F. We finna address all these lies people are telling. Because it don't even make sense why they telling them. But I understand what's really going on. So that's a bigger situation. Word to Big Bird. That is a much darker, deeper situation to describe what's going on actually. Oh yeah, something is actually going wrong here with my live stream. I don't even know what it is in actuality. But they're like blocking people from getting in here, which makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah, they came in and just put a sabotage move down. This is crazy. I've never even seen nothing like this before ever. Man, this is nuts. Give me a second. We'll address all this in 1 second. They just finally let people in here. I was finally finna say we got a damn D sighting, and that's not even damn D. Damn, that's messed up. No, this is a sabotage game on the highest level. When you go after the NBA, the NFL, then you start talking about Eminem right behind it. It's absolutely incredibly terrible what's happening right now. I apologize, good people, for this. But this is awful what they're doing. Sabotaging my video. Now, let's speak on it real clear. I want people to be able to understand this, what's happening. Well, let's get to it. Suge Knight should address this story they keep telling him, try to make Eminem look like a hero, like he stood up to Suge Knight. Eminem never was in front of Suge Knight. I will repeat, Eminem was never in front of Suge Knight. All right, we can get the show on the road. Now, no, what happened when they first got there? You got to take it back before 50 Cent. Before 50 Cent, Eminem was putting out this thing like, "Yo, man, they trying to kill me." This is back when he had the first album out. Hi, my name is Rip Slim Shady. I was in Hawaii when y'all showed up in Hawaii. I was in Hawaii when Death Row came there. On the plane, Suge had a whole plane of like 30, 40 guys sent into Hawaii. And y'all was staying in hotel. Hawaii is not like Cali. It's open. It's inviting. So these places, like the security, you better bring that yourself. These places aren't secure. So yeah, well, these dudes is getting ready to come press them. So Dre had security on him. Eminem had one bodyguard. And that was the guy he brought. A guy from Detroit. Now, the situation started getting out of control because as as everything was playing out, you started to see more and more all of this corruption starting to show its head. Now, a lot of these people get on these platforms and they lie and reinvent stuff that's not true or some things that are not happening. They just lie. Mm-hmm. What was the scenario or the situation? Well, it was clear. Mm-hmm. No, see, they were putting pressure on Snoop and all those dudes from Aftermath. Death Row was all over Aftermath. So Dre was just starting to get off the ground. Eminem had helped him get some traction. So at the award show, they had all the Death Row guys. They didn't touch Eminem. They just stood over him and was all crowding him behind the stage. And they were like, whoa, this is like serious. And I think this was the Source Awards. So they didn't fight. They was just around Eminem. Eminem had that shirt. It was lighting up. It said role model. And they was standing all over Eminem. So Eminem had his one bodyguard. He came over there and was like, yo, come on. And they took him to his trailer. They was standing by his trailer. Dre wasn't nowhere around. Dre got up out of there. And he was like, yo, where's Dre? He's like, Dre dipped and left Eminem. Dre will leave you. That's why Jay-Z wasn't rocking with Dre no more when he got pressed. You see, people will show you who they are. It's up to you if you're going to believe them or not. So when they was out there in, I believe, Hawaii or something like that, after Eminem paid his bodyguard and gave him his money for bodyguarding him, after Interscope had sent the money so that he could pay his bodyguard, when they cut the check, he gave his bodyguard like some big money, like I think probably 100,000 or whatever. He put it in the bank. Then the bodyguard was guarding him. Then he was like, yo, man, I'ma quit. On the middle of a job. He was like, dude, these death row dudes is out here, man. They're out here. And you finna leave me out here? I could have been killed. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Now, sorry about that. These people from YouTube are trying to tell me something else. Now we finna get to the 50 Cent situation. Here's what happened with 50. All right. Eminem took the money back from the bodyguard that he had already sent them in the check. Because the bodyguard's wife went there. It's a whole big story with that. Now, yeah, Charles, man, I apologize. There's a frequent problem with what's going on right now because of them altering, YouTube altering my page in this live stream. They're trying to block it because Eminem's name is in it and they want to protect Eminem at all costs. So I will be going back and editing this video appropriately for replay value. Now, here's the thing that when we get about the 50 Cent situation. No, don't have any flags, sir. Now, Yeah, this is starting to piss me off now with them. Now, 50 Cent was filming in the club, right? And while he was filming in the club, Suge knew that where their location was. He had some of his guys there because some of the guys had said it that he knew. Some of the Latinos, they were filming a video one too far from there. Some of the gang banging Latinos, they was cool with this Latino rapper or whatever, and Suge knew where they was filming at. All right, now we can get to it. Um, yeah, a lot of them are. Here's the biggest lie they've ever told. Now, now that I'm through addressing this nonsense that has just transpired, and it was pretty pointless for me to even address these people. Let's get back to this. Now, 50 Cent went ahead and they were filming. Suge found out where the location was. The Latinos was filming a video on the other side, and they decided, okay, now it's time we go ahead and put some pressure on him. Suge went up to his Latino boys and was like, yo, I need y'all to roll with me. I don't want y'all to do nothing. We just gotta let these boys know what's up. They got this East Coast guy in here trying to act like he run the whole West Coast. Yeah, he's supposed to be the new biggest thing, tough guy. We just gonna let him know how we do things out here out west. Now, if they touch us, we touch them. So let's just go over there and show them what time it is. So Dr. Dre ain't there. Eminem ain't there. 50 Cent and G Unit is there. And they filming their part. So while everybody's setting up, getting ready for the video and all this, then they was like, Suge's here. And they were filming in like this warehouse. So in the warehouse, they got like a pipe or a pole. 50 Cent, just as soon as they told him, 50 got on, like, he had on a shirt, like a tank top. And then he had, like this little, like, strap thing on, like he was, like, getting ready to, like he had a clip, a gun holder. So, Phil was like, all right, hold up. Like, I'm up. Like, Suge Knight here. He saw, like, this thing on the ceiling. Fifth jumped and grabbed onto the pole and hold that up. So he was up there, like near the top of the ceiling. So when Suge came in the room, he didn't even see 50. 50 was up in the ceiling down there. So everybody else was, Fifth grabbed onto that pole and pulled himself up, and he was up there. While everybody else was like there, and Suge just came in there, stood in there, smoking his cigar. He ain't say nothing to nobody. He was just in there. And then them Latino dudes, gangbangers, they had their face all tatted up. This was back when that wasn't popular. Like, you were either in the gang or in jail. If you had face tats like that. So I ain't saying 50 was scared. I'm just saying he out of. This dude been shot 9 times. And here's Suge Knight. You know, he on point. Like, look, I'm gonna be up here. So Suge was just standing on the set, and these people are like calling authorities, calling people. So Suge wasn't there long. He just wanted to let his presence be known. Like they there, and everybody's like, Suge, he on the set. And he just walked in, he could. And wasn't nobody gonna say nothing. So they called security to come deal with Suge. They was gonna call the cops and had him out there. So Eminem and Dre was like, is Suge gone? Did they get Suge up out of there? Cause Dre ain't coming. And when Suge was getting, okay, now I can make the turn. Suge was on his way out. Suge Knight was on his way out the club. I mean, out the facility. They were like, you gotta go, cops is coming. So once you say cops, the Latino gang members, they ready to get up out of there now. So Suge, them, they like, yo, we gotta bounce, Suge. So they getting ready to get right back out of there. Eminem's pulling up. And they see Suge. And Eminem was like, yo, no, don't stop. Drive. Just keep driving around till Suge Knight is gone. So Eminem called Jimmy Iovine. He called Dr. Dre. Dre wasn't answering his call. He called Jimmy Iovine and said, Suge Knight is on the set. And he said, I already know. I talked to Andre. I talked to Andre. It's being handled. So, Jimmy Iovine, and here's what people don't know. Jimmy Iovine, they didn't call the police. They called the JDL. They had Israeli security come there. And that's when Dre showed up. Dr. Dre didn't show up till after the fact. Eminem came. They met Eminem when he told them, don't pull up there. Eminem got a bulletproof vest that they put on Eminem. And said, which is illegal. They put him on a bulletproof vest. And said, Suge was already gone now. Coast is clear. They put a vest on Eminem. Put him back in there. He pull up. He jump out with a vest. Like, they was like, yo, Suge was here. Man, I don't give a uck. That was all a front. He did give a uck. And he knew. When he saw Suge was out there, they was like, keep driving. No. He's still on the lot. So they're lying. They all lying about the situation. Suge left because he already knew what time it was. He just wanted to let his presence be known. He wasn't finna do nothing. He was just trying to put pressure on them. So everybody, now it's a story everybody talk about. But he wasn't there to hurt nobody. He never tried to kill no Eminem. Eminem went to them, yo, Death Row trying to kill me. Death Row ain't never tried to kill no Eminem. Ever. Suge Knight never tried to put hands on Eminem. Ever. They just spooked the hell out of him. They, Dre and all the rest of them, they gonna intimidate them. Everywhere they go, they wanted to put intimidation down. But Suge wasn't into harming his artists like that. Well, harming the artists that he want to work with them. Snoop was a different situation. He was on the row and left the row. Suge was sending a message to Eminem that, as you can see, Drake can't protect you. Now, you get with me, you can go anywhere you want in LA. Ain't nobody gonna bother you. Now, look at Drake. Every time you got a problem and you think he got all this pull in LA, don't nobody mess with Drake. Dre ain't in the streets. So you can't go somewhere, this Cali, somebody set you up to get robbed and go down, then what you gonna do? You ain't safe. And that's one of the main reasons Eminem is not in Cali right now. But he never tried to kill him. Eminem was all paranoid. Man, this dude's trying to effing kill me. I got like this 600-pound bouncer named Suge Knight. He's trying to kill me. What's up with that, dog? It was crazy. Many often say but it's very rarely expressed. They say, but it's rarely expressed. If you know what I mean. They say, but it's rarely expressed. They never wanted anything to do with harming Eminem. If they wanted to harm Eminem, Eminem would have been hurt. Ain't nothing that could have stopped him. But he know Dre ain't got his back. See, 50 Cent didn't know all this. He didn't know all this back then. He had to figure this out. Yeah. 50 didn't know. This is why I keep trying to tell people. I'm like, 50 didn't know. He had no idea this was going down. Dre never stood 10 toes down with any of them. But then they were 10 toes down with Dre. Yeah, when Dr. Dre got that award and he got punched. When Dre got punched at the awards, yeah, when he got punched at the awards and they said Young Buck stabbed him, it wasn't Buck. Buck stole on the dude. And G-Unit rushed him. But they could have got anybody. They could have got to anybody in the crew. Suge was in there. Snoop didn't even help. Because Snoop already knew about Dre. Dre left him in the... Man, Dre left him out to drown. Dr. Dre left, didn't talk to Snoop, didn't say nothing to them dudes, and was out when he left Death Row. Snoop was like, damn. This was like, it was Dre and Snoop. I turn around, and Dr. Dre ain't here. I was thinking like, oh, maybe he tripping, you know, he'll come back after a couple of days. But, nah, homie shook the spot. So Dre was gone. And after Dre took off, everything else was in question. So Dre broke it out on Snoop. Then whenever the pressure got hot, Dre leave. He broke it out on Eminem. He broke it out on Jay-Z. And then 50 Cent had to learn, Dre ain't gonna have your back. He's not gonna have your back. He left everybody out there. Now, that's where you're wrong. Jay-Z's not a coward. Jay ain't a coward. So Dre keep breaking it out on him. And this is what Suge wanted to let these guys know, is he ain't got your back. He can't protect you out here in Cali. Eminem moved out there to Cali and started living once Suge went to jail again. Eminem was living out there and he realized, I'm not safe. And this is when he got 3 albums. He's the biggest artist in the world. He started living in Cali again. During his era and doing all that other stuff. And he had to get up out of there. Paparazzi's popping up now. He's back making his appearances. He ain't got proof no more. He moved back to Michigan. Because don't nobody bother you in Michigan. Paparazzi is too cold for them to be on there. So he moved back to Michigan. He can't be out there. He ain't safe to move around. Guys, it's some stuff we gonna save for the Patreon. And you're gonna know why Eminem got the hell up out of there and moved back to Michigan. That's for the Patreon. So you really, if you're on the Casino for Life Patreon, you're gonna really get the info. Without a lot of people, there wouldn't be Jay-Z. You know, nobody taking nothing away from Jay, you know, him rapping and all that. Nobody can take that away from him. But what I'm trying to say is that dude, he owe a lot of people. Then to turn his head and act like, you know, like I can't save everybody. You gotta. It ain't about saving people. It's about doing, like, paying what you owe. Now, no, it was often put in a certain way that others could understand it and others could really benefit off of the facts, you know. I often chilled out and didn't get into a lot of engagement with others. But everybody knew Dre wasn't that guy. But 50 he ain't know, you know. So when they protected him that day and Dre wasn't there, he didn't know Dre already got the word and wasn't coming. So when he showed up at the end of the club video, Dre was supposed to be in the video longer than that. Him and Eminem. They roles got reduced. See, that's what people didn't know. They roles got reduced. They was supposed to have a way bigger part of the film. I mean, the video. That part with Dr. Dre, that was filmed at like what? They came in early in the morning or late at night to film that scene when him and Eminem is in there. Dre was supposed to be in the party scene too. When they were showing him in the club, They were supposed to have Dre up in there. He pop up at the club. All that got changed. Dre was only doing the doctor part, and he was gonna stay out of it. Him and Eminem was gonna be in the guys conducting this experiment with 50 Cent in the lab. That was it. Yeah, that scene was supposed to be longer. It was supposed to be more of a comedy skit, and they had some stuff that was funny that was going on in there, and they cut that down. All of that was condensed. Dre got there and he told them, look, my bailout time is this time. So y'all got me from here to this time, and that's it. I gotta go. Dre didn't stay around to kick it after that was done. Once that was it, he was out. Dre didn't stay around at all. Mm-hmm. Well, they don't really do too much. They well, people come up with their own, like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. This is how it's gonna be laid out. I know it's foolish, but Suge Knight need to clear up that lot. Like Tony Yayo sitting over there trying to make Eminem like M showed up, right? M got a bulletproof vest on. I'm like, come on, man, stop. The JDL put that vest on him. They stopped that dude en route. He kept circling. Because nobody expected Suge to pop up there. So when Suge popped up there, that got everybody shot. Of course I'm gonna buy something that says Kevin's. Once it said Kevin's, I'm like, I'm supposed to grab this. Alright. There's some beef. Here's your Remy. Yeah, they lied on homie. Hit the like button, man. So when everybody were making their big push, other people weren't. Eminem was never in a position where he was the man like that. And he never claimed he was. But Dr. Dre was never the guy they thought he was. Dre didn't care about making sure everybody else was safe. Only he was safe. But he don't give you a heads up or nothing. He just break out. Like when he broke it out on Eminem at the awards. They had two separate trailers. Eminem had his trailer and Dre had his. And they was outside of Dre trailer and Eminem's trailer. Dre had left the set. And Eminem thought Dre was in his trailer. He was already gone. Didn't tell Eminem nothing, just broke it out. So Dre will leave you in the lurch. But that's what I'm saying. They know that's a lie, and they still tell it. You know what I'm saying? How you know something's a lie and you still going around telling the same damn thing? You see, because I know that's a lie. I know what was happening in the situation. When them dudes came to Hawaii, they pressed them in Cali, and they was just getting pressured everywhere they go by death row people affiliated with them during the early days. The 50 Cent days. Suge didn't really have a lot of power like he used to. But once he punched Dre, that did it. That was the end for him, as far as him having any power in the music business. That was the last straw. Jimmy Iovine started cutting off any relations, that anything to bring Suge back to power wasn't gonna happen. From that point on. Once he punched Dre at that awards, that was it. Well, he had to do punch Dre. Allegedly. That did it for him. Because Dre always had top-notch security. He even met with Jimmy Iovine outside of I think a restaurant. And Jimmy and Suge talked outside. And he was like, "What you doing to me, Jimmy? Like, why are you doing it?" He's like, "I told you. You're not listening. I told you to leave Dre and them alone and go ahead and do your own thing. But you can't listen. You keep bringing the street thing into it. Every time. You don't listen." And he didn't listen.
In October, the weather turns
and
it's trick or treat.
That's what he did. He kept bringing the gang life into it. Kept bringing the streets into it. And what's the end results of that? Still trying to enforce and intimidate. But when you don't have the influence no more, you don't have the power no more, that weakens your position. So his position was weak at that time. He ain't had the money like that. The resources was not the same. So that was out. Of course that's who did it. They tried to take him out, the whole nine. Oh, no problem. Right. I don't talk about Reggie Wright them that much because
Where's your sister? Okay, crap right here. Don't get that first.
Reggie can't be trusted.
Mama, why can't we get 5?
I don't told you. I don't like dirty cops. Dirty cops don't go over well with me. Serious. You're a dirty cop and you can forget about it. A dirty cop is the worst type of person. Because they've already took a pledge they don't care about. So they ain't got no honor and respect the code. Why would they be loyal to you? And as you see, right? None of these dudes are loyal. They on here telling and ratting on each other. 9 times out of 10, you see all these most gangsterous people now. Now they want to be new people on the internet. Now that they these new people, because they want to get some money. Because they know that's where the money is. They too old to go get it on the streets. They done did all that, and they done burnt themselves up on the streets. They done ratted out people and did some everything. Working with the feds. They done did all this dirt. So after doing all of that, fed life, the whole 9, right? You done did all this activity. Now all of a sudden you want to switch it up. Now you want to get branded. Now that's your new hustle. Come up with stories. Talk about the times and this and that. Why is people on the streets going, this dude? This dude locked up my homie. He done signed paperwork. He done did this. And I ain't got to say no names. Y'all know who they are already. So that's why I don't talk about these crooked cops and all these dudes, fake gangsters. Well, I wouldn't say they were fake gangsters. They were gangsters at one time. And then something happened, they get jammed up. Then they don't want to be gangsters no more. They cut a deal. Some of the beats were for DOC's second album, but it's hard to say because some of the songs that was on the Chronic was gonna probably be on his album. But the beat, Final Approach to Danger, was a DOC beat. And the intro was for DLC. That was DLC's beat. So some of them, yeah. But Appetite for Destruction wasn't. A lot of it wasn't, because his second album wasn't really in discussion yet. He was still enjoying the success of the first album. So they hadn't even gotten to that point. But yeah, those beats would have been going to DLC. Dude, I'm telling you, Final Approach to Danger, that beat is probably one of the best beats Dr. Dre has ever made. That's probably the best constructed Dr. Dre song ever. I listened to that and I said, oh my God. You can listen to that right now. And it's off the charts. Ain't nothing like it. A lot of people say, man, I ain't never heard that song. That's crazy. That people, I'm talking about like back in the day, was listening to it. It's like, dude, I never listened to that song. I'm like, you ain't never heard Final Approach to Danger? He's like, nah. I'm like, play it. No. The Formula, oh man, the Formula beat is nothing compared to Final Approach to Danger. Are you kidding? Matter of fact, I'm finna play that when I get in the car. Final Approach to Danger. Now, life for me was different from listening to all this hip hop and beats. Okay. So, all right. Yeah, it all hit different for me. Man, are you kidding? With that kind of situation on the table, that's why I want Suge to, man, I can't wait till you address that. Of course they don't want me talking. Nah, Reggie wanted me to go back and forth with him so he can have some content. But I believe all these dudes are dirty. I don't want to have no conversation with them. Reggie was telling me to call in to the show. They had a live stream. Like, come on, call in so we could talk. We want to hear these stories. I'm like, I ain't talking to a dirty cop. You know what his thing is? He wasn't dirty when he was a cop. He had quit being a cop. Then he got dirty. So let that sink in. That's the kind of people you're dealing with. Man, I went hard today.
Care to donate anything for holiday dinners?
Oh no. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. You too.
Osco Customer Assistance by the Baby Formula. Osco Customer Assistance by the Baby Formula.
You ain't kidding. I did. I bought a lot of snacks. But it's for my guests when they come over to the house. Now, the way I see things is a little bit different. Yeah, well, those days and times have changed, brother. So when you have times that revolve, devolve, and expeditiously change direction, that's what they gonna do. Now, Akon got a lot to talk about, because Suge came out and exposed a lot. So they got a lot to discuss. Now, we are loaded up. Nothing in the cart. Absolutely not. Mm. Yeah, my allergies are. Indiana came back. You talking about the Hoosiers? I need to get back to my damn bets. Lakeith Staples, what is you talking about? Snoop was on stage with Quincy Jones. What are you even talking about? What is he talking about? Does he even know what we talking about? Snoop was not with Dr. Dre. Yeah, he was with the East Siders. He was over there with his East Sider buddies when he got hit in the mouth. He didn't go over there to help Dre. He was sitting over there. He was over there almost where Suge was at. And was like, yo, man, dude, they just socked my homeboy, man. Like, why do they keep inviting him to these things? Once he socked Dre, that was it. Suge had all kind of, he wasn't allowed at no more events. Not like that. Just like the Kanye thing. He wasn't allowed there. He forced his way into the Kanye situation. And he kept trying to get a picture with Kanye West. And Kanye was giving him the cold shoulder. Him and his security was like keep Suge Knight away from me. It was bad. At that point, Suge was like at groupie status. He was trying to get in photos with people so he could have that I'm still who I am, you know. That was bad. But I don't know what Lakeith. Okay. Okay, you just trolling. What's up? Netherlands is in the house. I remember I got the Netherlands mixed up with like Iceland. But I was like, they don't even have parties over there like hip hop. Everybody's like, what? But yeah, I'm like, yeah, I do know they had in the Netherlands they do. They got parties all the time in the Netherlands, like hip hop. Like artists get flown out there all the time. He said all the blacks are in the Rugby World Cup finals right now in New Zealand. Man, I tell you, that's why they don't want us playing these sports. They create all these sports because they know we gonna take them over. So they try to create one that we ain't gonna want to play. Like, here's what y'all didn't know. Tennis was a sport blacks played all the time. They ain't gonna never tell you that. They try to make it look like Arthur Ashe was an anomaly or something. That wasn't true. We played tennis all the time. My uncles played tennis. My Uncle Brian, my Uncle Bobby, they were tennis players. Yeah. No, we used to play tennis all the time. And then what had happened was, after playing all this tennis, we the people made a conscious decision I don't know who that person is, but they about to get it. It's the same thing that they did with tennis, they trying to do with baseball. Well, they're doing it with baseball. Last year, it's the first time they had a World Series with like not one American player that was born in this country was in the World Series. Well, the procedure was a little bit different. especially when it comes to us. What someone decided to do in their infinite wisdom was to price us out of the sport. Tennis used to cost $6. You can go play tennis for $6 anywhere. Get you a trainer, have a membership, go there and play. $6. This is in the 80s, 70s, and 80s. $6. All you needed for tennis. That changed. They took tennis out of the community, out of the ghettos. Said, nope, tennis is ours. Tennis was no longer considered recreation. Baseball. Down south, that's all they played. In other places, baseball was a very common sport. You had a lot of people that played it. All right. Trying to get this thing to stand up. And it seems to be doing fine until I put the charger on it. Yeah. All right, cool. That's exactly where it got to stay. He's like, hell no, Jack. No, that's the truth. See, the world only see it in different terms. Baseball became expensive to send their kids to camp. This is why Dion he stopped sending kids to baseball. He saw how expensive it got for the parents. And he was like, whoa, they priced us out. They priced brothers out of it. They took away baseball programs for inner city youth. Now, instead of going to get somebody that's American and black, they just go to the Dominican Republic. Get them for way cheaper. They play baseball year round. So why would they change anything? Just bring them over. That's what they did. Priced us out of the game. Now I got the NBA and the NFL mad at me right now. I made a video exposing Roger Goodell, and they didn't even promote it. Did y'all see that? I put that video out just to prove a point. And YouTube submerged it to the bottom. Didn't let the video go anywhere. Yep. Yeah, the NBA mad at me because I just put out the video yesterday talking about the most corrupt game. That was the most corrupt game I probably have ever seen. And the Toronto Raptors got to get some white guys out there to protect themselves. There ain't no way they getting any calls. Y'all got rid of fake Drake. He's the closest thing to white y'all had. Them white guys is your insurance policy. Y'all ain't gonna get no goddamn calls and your name is Zumbagawe. Man, you would have thought Alex Caruso was a 10-time All-Star. This dude flopping all on the floor, getting all these flop calls. It was just awful. God awful. And I don't know, they just got the janitor coaching over there in Toronto. What is what's his name? Manzuri? What the hell are you doing over there? You gotta get you a real coach. You had Nick Nurse, another guy sleep at the wheel. After that Phoenix game, I would have been pissing a bitch. But nope, all these guys over there. I'm putting food away, sir. Exactly. Well, you gotta look back to the old days. If you think about the old days, the old times, the way they used to do things, and to, like how they do them now, that's it. Why he wearing watches during the game? Probably on the sideline. I don't think he's wearing them on the field. If he is, that's dangerous. But he got a watch deal with Hublot, so right now his what they call NIL deal is almost $5 million. That's how much he's worth right now through his NIL deal. And the NIL deal is to keep these kids from, going to the NFL, because why would they stay if they're not getting any money and they're producing? A mistake that was made by the Florida basketball team. It worked out for Joakim Noah, but there was a lot of players on that Florida team that won the national championship, decided that they were all going to come back the next year instead of going pro that year. They went back the next year and won it again, but other players kind of missed their spot. Worked out well for Joakim Noah, but as you see, it don't really pay off for some people. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, let me get back to the finish of some of these games. I'm going to hit y'all back a little later. 1.